Hello all and welcome to Charity Shop Tat Gold, episode number 2, where the word gold is laden with sarcasm, but the word tat may well apply to what is being shown in this video. So what I do in Charity Shop Tat Gold is, whilst out in charity shops hunting for the stuff I want, I'm also looking for some random items, some odd and interesting items, and perhaps the odd nice item as well, to parade in front of the camera, all in the aid of having just a little bit of fun. So I've got a number of individual items around me, but I do also have, just like in episode 1, a bag of random crap to finish on. So indeed, with all these random individual items around me, where shall I start? I know. Big red dog. Yes, this fella here, he's quite bright and vibrant, isn't he? And that's why when I was in the charity shop, literally from one side of the room to another, I could see him on the shelving, standing out an absolute mile. And I must be honest with you, when I first saw him, I thought sort of this plasticky, colourful, vibrant look about him. I had a feeling like he might have been something from the 80s, some random ornament for the 80s, perhaps a money box. Money box was certainly the first thing that come to mind. But on further inspection, there's actually no coin slot on him. Thought the coin slot might be his mouth, but there's no coin can pass through there to his internals. And then if you turn it round, there's no slot on the back of his head, which is where you sort of would normally expect to see him on a money box. But lo and behold, there was this speaker here. And also, when I picked it up, it rattled, and I thought, charity shop leaving money inside a money box? That can't be right. I was right, that cannot be right indeed. But I'm wrong, it's not from the 80s. This is actually a toy that was made in 2009. So, the rattle, I had to inspect it. I got there eventually. I opened the backpack, and then inside of it, I discovered all these little bone things here. And on these bone things here, can we get them all out? Come on, chop chop. Right, yes, on these bone things here are like numbers, colours and shapes. And that got me thinking. I mean, obviously the speaker there and the weight of it, it meant it was electronic. And surely enough, if you pick it up, let's put the bones down there for a second. If you pick it up, yes, did pay £2 for this. You can see the battery compartment. The weight would suggest the batteries are still in there. And there's a little switch there, which I haven't turned on yet, because I thought some things just have to wait for a live reaction. So what is this bright, colourful, vibrant red plastic dog, which looks like an ornament from the 80s, going to do when I flick this switch? Here we go. What's it going to do?
It's a great bone binding day, so let's get ready to play. Pet my nose 1 time for the puppy color game. Pet my nose 2 times for the big dog challenge.
Big dog pet my nose. So, pet my nose. Nothing seems to be happening. It's not touch sensitive. Can't hang a minute. Oh.
Big dog challenge.
Oh, there we go. We've got the
now
big...
scatter the bones all around, white side up, so they can be found. Pet my nose when you're ready to play.
Oh, dear. Oh, right. Okay, so we've got to scatter these around so we can see what's on them. Right,
Red rover, bring a pink bone over.
Oh, there we go. That's handy. It's right here. Shut up! This will shut you up.
Hot dog, that's the right bone. Everybody get behind my backpack so we can start again.
No, that's enough. Blimey. Well, that's quite fun, isn't it? Funny enough, it actually makes quite a nice ornament as well. There we go. We'll take that out. We'll put this out of the way somewhere else. But that's quite cool for what it is, I suppose. So we'll put. Can you imagine actually giving that to a child and then putting it sort of at the end of his bed, facing him, and having this dog sort of with his head tilted at an angle looking at him during the night? That's enough to give him nightmares, isn't it? But there we go. A random fun toy, I suppose. We'll put you in the back corner there. And yeah, you can look at me and try and scare the... Yeah. Okay, right, next up, what we're going to show next? This rather interesting, amusing ornament here. Now, I'd like to think it's a garden ornament. Not a very well-made garden ornament at that. If you look at the joins between the 3 rocks here, then yeah, it's not the best of finish. This set me back a massive 20 pence, by the way. It has to be a garden ornament. But why would you want this in your... I mean, at least sort of put some like googly eyes on them, make them smile or something. Instead, you've got these... Well, you've got this one at the top here who's rather smug. This one here whose mouth looks like it's just rotten, which is causing him to be rather upset, going by the expression of his eyes. And you've got this poor fella at the bottom here who's clearly feeling the strain of the other 2 on top of him, who's not very happy. And yeah, poor fella here. But what? I mean, why would you manufacture this and sell it? To be honest with you, why would you want to buy it? But that pretty much applies to a lot of stuff that I'm going to be showing in this sort of series. It's just, someone had to make this and someone had to commission it and someone had to produce it. I don't think it's handmade due to the poor, well, I say that, poor craftsmanship here. Just the fact it'd be quite difficult to do that. And the feel of these aren't actually rock, I don't think, as well. But what I'm quite tempted to do with this is actually just plant it in a random communal garden somewhere, like in the middle of a shopping centre when you have those big concrete square things and with some plants in, just pop it there and leave it there and have people find it and freak them out and see how long it takes before someone actually takes it and would want it. But yeah, that is very random. We'll put you there sort of in this next to big red dog over here. He's still smiling away, bless him. Look at him. Okay, next up. We've got some items that are new, actually, but sold in a charity shop. We've got Instabricks, and we've got a little policeman driving an open-air car by the look at, and a helicopter. Now, I actually chose this one because it had Lego Man in it. I actually chose this one because there were actually 4 to pick from. If you look at the bottom, £1, I'm brand new. But if we turn them round, they were in the sale for 50p. They just couldn't shift them. I mean, they do look like really bad, cheap Lego, to be honest with you. But I know what you're thinking. He's going to need a jump cut here to make these for us, doesn't he? But haha! No, I'm actually already done it. These boxes are empty. I'm actually prepared for once. Now, the first one I decided to make was the little police car. And credit where credit's due for a cheap Lego thingy knockoff. The instructions were bang on, really easy to make. And I made this in no time at all. No time at all. I say very clear and very obvious in what I had to do. And here is said finished article. I was going to say, do you know what? It's 50p. It'll probably give child a few minutes of entertainment. This one is very much, I would say, well worth a child being able to make because it wasn't actually that difficult. And as I say, the instructions were nice and clear. The pictures were very helpful. I thought we'd get a little Lego dude, but it turns out you stick his body on in that shape there, which is probably, I suppose, supposed to be recessed into the body of the vehicle, which is why. And you just stab that onto the chassis of the vehicle, and that is it. I was going to say, it's all right, I suppose, for the money, but it certainly does look like cheap Lego. So that one was nice, clear, and very obvious what to do. This little bugger, not so much. Unfortunately, the picture wasn't as clear. Where's the first one? If we can actually hold it the right way round, that might be the problem. Might be holding it upside down the whole time. But no, unfortunately, in picture 1, if we get it around the right way, it wasn't clear where these 2 little square pieces went. This little circle piece wasn't clear which one of the 2 circle pieces I needed to use. And whereas this fella here took like 5 minutes, if that, this fella here took a while. Should we say that anyway? But eventually we got there, and we had, because I put the wrong round piece at the bottom, which means the round piece that makes a propeller spin. Yeah, then that bottom piece had to come off, and yeah, it took blooming ages. But anyway, don't worry, we have the finished product here as well. And yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't look the best, does it? What really annoys me is, for some reason, maybe it's just saving a little bit of plastic for the price point, but I would have preferred 4 of these long ones like that, and then it would but it's cool. I mean, it spins as well. It's not like static as you would expect perhaps from a cheaper Lego product, but that was all right for 50p. As I say, I think a child uninitiated of the right age may be able to do that one, but would probably get rather pissed off with that one after a while. But for 50p, it's some cheap Lego. There we go. The police has gone rolling over. Bacon roll. There we go. Pop you over. Yeah, just pop you down here. And then what have we got next? Right. A cheap pack of cards for only 30p. Why have you picked up a cheap pack of cards which look like they've been stolen from a cruise liner or something like that? If I said to you, what is the last thing or last person you would expect to see on a pack of cards, and your answer was Linda Robson, then you were correct. I don't know. I picked them up and just to have a look at them, and it made me chuckle just to see Linda Robson there looking at me. And my family and I really look forward to our holidays with Seasons. They paid me to say that. Linda Robson, star of TV and stage. Now, got to be honest with you, when I see and hear the name Linda Robson, I instantly think of the 90s sitcom, or the sitcom that was prominent in the 90s. Did it start in the 80s? If it did, it was very late 80s, I don't know. It was certainly very prominent in the 90s, and that was Birds of a Feather. Just see Linda Robson and think of Tracy, and then she starred alongside Pauline Quirk, who was Sharon Theodopoulos. I can still pronounce that. And then you had they lived together, didn't they? Because their two husbands were in prison. She's Tracy Stubbs, isn't she? Because it's Daryl Stubbs. Yeah, Tracy and Nick, I think, were the name. So they lived together, and they had the nymphomaniac neighbour who was Dorian, played by Leslie Joseph. And all three of them, for years, you just couldn't look at them and see them as anything else but the characters from Birds of a Feather. And yeah, do you know what? It was quite entertaining for its time. As I say, I remember being a kid watching it and finding it amusing. But yeah, you just look at all three of them and you very much associate them. But do you know, I've just drawn up this image while I'm waffling on about Birds of a Feather that Linda Robson could be like the queen. Oh, they're still sealed. Look at that. We've got pictures on the back. Yeah, I've drawn this image up that she could actually be like the queen or something in this pack. We've got a little foil strip there as well, but I'm not going to be able to do that quickly, am I? Or am I? Am I? Do you know what? It's always good that we have the knife on standby just in case. I've got to know now. I've got to know. Is she the queen? That would be hilarious. Oh, please, please, please. Please be so. Please be so. Oh, we're struggling to get in them. Throw the plastic down here aside. Oh, what have we got? Have we got any pictures? Oh, there she is again. Look. Congratulations. I'm sure you will enjoy your seasoned holidays as much as my family do. Is that the same on the box? No, it's slightly different. Oh, we've got pictures. We've got a picture on the ace. Look at that. There's a family who actually look a little bit disappointed. Linda, you lied to them, didn't you? No, she's not the queen. How disappointing. But the aces all have a different picture on. No, that's a 2. So random cards have pictures on. Oh no, the ace. There we go. People swimming. Well, that person there can't be asked to swim. What else have we got? Anything else? We've got words on this one. There's words. I can't be asked. Oh, no, we're going to read them out. Seasons Holiday. PLC is one of Europe's leading holiday resort developers. And during 2005, well, around 2005, how old are these cards? 16 years. Well, 16 years, these poor cards are left unsealed. Now they can join a drawer in one of my rooms with 3 other packs of cards that I'm never going to use. But anyway, I've interrupted what I'm saying. I can't be able to carry on. So let's just hold it there. And if you really want to read that, you read that, you can. Pause. There's words. Right, Club Tahiti in Lanzarote. Well, that looks quite nice, doesn't it? And then, yeah, I'm not saying that. And any more? What else have we got on these cards? We've got more words here. I think that's the same as the last lot of words. And we've got Forest Hills in Costa del Sol. There we go. Burn Park in Cornwall. From Costa del Sol to Cornwall. There's a journey to make, isn't it? Right. And more words, same on that. They're all on the 4s, those words. But there we go. No, Linda Robson, unfortunately, wasn't on the Queen. But there she is. Looking very happy and arms folded, or just posing for camera. How did I separate these? Oh, here we go. Look, I would like to claim the award indicated overleaf. I probably think that may have expired. Well done, Linda. I don't know what they paid you to appear on a pack of cards, but there we go. I hope it was worth it. Right, get in there. Chuck these off over there. Last item before we do the bag of crap. And I saw this and I thought, I'll go have a little go of this. Oh, completed it. Hoops basketball game. Crowd sound effects. And there we go, look. Rah, rah, rah. Is that what it makes? Yeah, I've had a little go. I was going to say, it's the sort of item that you would buy, then manage to get the ball in the hoop, and then put it down and never use it again and give it to a charity shop, I suppose. Can we get the thing to go in? I don't know. Oh, there we go. It went through. Hear that roar. But there we go. That's it. I'm done with it. Bye. Go back on the shelf. This sort of reminds me of the little novelty item back in the day, back years ago. BHS used to sort of do sort of novelty items around Christmas and have a little section of all these sort of random little games and sort of things. Normally, a lot of them were actually made out of wood, but this was the sort of thing you'd find amongst them. And yeah, I was gonna say that's what it's nice. It's got batteries. You probably leave the batteries out because you'd have more time putting the batteries in, and you would actually enjoyment out of this thing, because that's it. We've got the ball in the hoop once, we're done. It's got this little spring here, and obviously the ball goes through the spring, it's weighty enough to, and that activates the crowd noise. But I soon realised that all you had to do was go bang it on the floor. There you go. There's your rah rah rah. Yeah, that's about as much fun as you're gonna have about that. There we go. Look at that. Just moving it back abruptly will set it off. So. Oh no, we've got one more item. I thought it was bag of crap time. Now, I picked this up. Yeah, you're thinking, wow, that's quite a nice display figure. What's wrong with that? I'm in a family that has 3 dogs. And I tell you one thing: if we walked out into the garden, 2 of them were in a wheelbarrow, we would be shouting at them, "Oh, you little so and so's, get out of that barrow!" But that's not the real problem here. We've got this little guy here who's fucking shit up. Look at the mess he's making. He scraped out a plant pot and it's going everywhere. So yeah, yeah, little so and so's. And the funny thing about it is one of the three dogs that we do have is a Westie. But yeah, it's actually as cute as it may first seem. They are being destructive little so and so's. But anyway, I'm gonna have to leave this one out of view, I think, because I need no. So we'll put them over there because it's time to go through the bag of crap. And there we go. £3 I paid for this one, and I must admit, the bag of craps are being the things that are easy to find. I must say, by the way, it's an endearing name. It's not necessarily completely crap in there, although I would expect some of it is. You know that I'm just dubbing these, and I've got a few of these now. These are the easiest things seemingly to find, believe it or not. So I might have to do a bag of crap special in the future because I've already got about 3 or 4 lined up. I just need a lot more individual items. Yeah, but I better do this one first because it's got a huge split in it, and this first helicopter is already trying to escape. So with that, let's get the big helicopter. Well, we've already got a bit of a tail. Let's get the first big helicopter out and see what our, you probably already noticed the price label there, what our £3 gets us. And this is Destroyer. We're missing the E out of there. I suppose is that a cool way of spelling it. No doors. That's going to be a little bit gusty when you're up there on your own flying around, but that's not crap at all. Actually, that's pretty cool. I can imagine a young child having a lot of fun out of that. And look, maybe I criticised my other helicopter too soon because look, it's got smaller blades here and bigger blades here. Maybe that cheap knockoff Lego just knew its aviation and how things were meant to be. Do you know what I'm talking of? Oh, here we go. Here's the little fella. Look at that. I'm actually going to have to move some of this stuff out of the way because this helicopter is quite big. Let's move these empty boxes out of the way. We'll sort you out later. Let's move the little Lego figures on the floor. Probably they'll all fall apart. But there we go. There's big helicopter there. I'm not moving the big red dog out of the way. He can look at you, look at us all and haunt us. What else have we got apart from big? We got a green bike. The wheels are made out of plastic. I was kind of expecting to pick those up and then be rubber. It's sprung loaded, so as you're playing along with it, yeah, look at that. I don't know what, I saw green bike, and the first thing that comes to my mind, although it was a brighter green, was the bike from the 80s children TV program that I was a big fan of as a kid, called Mask, M-A-S-K, Mobile Airstrike Command or something. I can't quite remember exactly what the acronym meant, but that's not a bad toy either, actually. I was going to say, you know, you've got a young lad's sort of toy chest here, I think, almost been emptied by the feel of things. Because look, we've got is that a transformer as well? Is that a transformer? I don't know. Is it? Oh, what's going on here? I don't know. This is all kinds of knotted up and messed up. And has it got no head, or is it? Oh no, it's a dinosaur. It transforms into a dinosaur, but it must also transform into something else. Oh, it's something with a very small head. Okay, not quite sure that one. We'll just pop you down there face down for some reason. But what else have we got? What else have we got? Do you know what I was going to say? We could almost create a stunt scene. We could have the bike flying over the helicopter, can't we? And then, obviously, you'll need a baddie shooting at him. And we've got a stormtrooper figure in here. We can create our own little action scene here. Honestly, I'm painting a picture here for you all. Look, so you can have this bike jumping the helicopter with the bad guy shooting at him. And of course, it's going to be a stormtrooper because the guy's going to fucking miss, isn't he? I've got nothing to put on it. No other guy to put on top of that, I'm afraid. So, yeah, we'll just have to pretend something's there while this stormtrooper shooting him, jumping over this helicopter. Look at that. This bag is actually a child's dream, but we're going to need some room now. So we're going to put the helicopter back over here in front of the naughty dogs. And can the dog hold the bike? No, it's not sticking his hands out enough. We'll pop that there. And we've got a stormtrooper alongside the transformer that I couldn't do or work out. What else have we got in here? Well, we've got, looks like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, whose head, Christ, it looks like something from The Exorcist. Look at that. That's frightening enough as it is. And looking at his eyes, a bobblehead shouldn't rotate 180 degrees. That's enough to frighten a child alongside a big red dog staring at him at the end of his bed. Yeah, it's a little bobblehead. And look at the eyes. If you coloured those eyes completely in black, you'd have like a cheap knockoff Funko Pop, wouldn't you? But there's Shaggy from Scooby-Doo with the weirdest expression ever on his face. Go play basketball, Shaggy. Right, what else have we got? We've got more helicopters in here. These are standing up. We've got a blue helicopter, and we've also got a red helicopter. So we can almost create the Milky Way advert in helicopter format, can't we? Instead of the blue car and the red car had a race, or the blue car and the red car had a race. All Ray wanted to do was stuff his face. He ate everything he sees, from trucks to prickly trees, but smart old Blue, he took the Milky Way. There we go. I really did criticise that other helicopter too much, didn't I? Clearly don't know my helicopters. But yeah, we can create the Milky Way advert in helicopter form. Isn't that just awesome? These are really light and cheap in comparison to that thing, which is awesome. I mean, this is all right, isn't it? But you might cause yourself to crash there with that. It's just going to strike the body of your helicopter, isn't it? What the hell? Well, the other ones obviously rather, yeah, you know what I mean. And yeah, these are really light. These are much cheaper as well. Much cheaper. Oh, hang on a minute. That moves those, but it's like I can't take off. Oh no, look, it does break out into 4. I really know sweet FA about helicopters, don't I? There we go. The Milky Way advert with helicopters. Who'd have thought it? Severely running out of room here. Let's get Thomas the Tank Engine out, because do you know what? This is pure nostalgia for me. This reminds me very much of my childhood. I think it's sort of a more updated version of the one I had. The one I had was a little bit bigger, but you know. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, we've got another power switch here. Oh, look at that. It plays. Oh, only if you're going. That's not the original music. Okay, you can stop now. Well, that's quite cool. That's a good kid, a good toy for a kid that would like Thomas the Tank Engine. I'll say honestly, I had a fascination for trains as a kid, so naturally, I absolutely adored Thomas the Tank Engine as a kid. So yeah, it's interesting what they've done with him as they've got older. I don't appreciate the CGI nature of where he's gone. I've got to be honest with you. You can't beat Ringo Starr talking about some actual models being used in production of a children's TV program. So I think we've got one item left in the bag of craps, and it looks like a Lego Batman in a tin shape format. Or what we got? What is that? Is that a Batwoman? Is it? So I was gonna say, is there anything in there? Given its shape, there was something in it. I didn't know that. I have no idea what's in here. Big drum roll, please. What is inside the Lego Batman tin? Oh, oh, bollocks! It's a puzzle. I'm not gonna put that together. Is it complete? Well, I say I'm not going to put it together. It's all falling out. So yeah, I say I'm not going to put it together. I'm not going to put it together now, because otherwise we'll add about 20 minutes onto this video, which is already 20 minutes long. But oh well, it's got a puzzle inside it. That's a cool little tin. That's all right, isn't it? Yeah, Batman with the usual serious look. And that is the end of the bag of crap. That is the end of the bag of crap. And as I say, they're the easiest thing to find. I might have to do a bag of crap special. Do you know what? I'd love to hear from the comments. What is your favourite item in this video? It could be any item from the bag of crap, or it could be any other individual item. As the helicopter, I've just realised, is parked on that dog's head. That's this poor fella. As naughty as you're being, you don't deserve that, lad. But yeah, what is your favourite item from this episode of Charity Shop Tack Gold 2? Charity Shop Attack Gold Episode 2. What's your favourite item? I was going to say, I just have so much fun hunting down and stuff. I really do. And then, obviously, parading in front of the camera for your entertainment. If you have enjoyed it, though, please do it a thumbs up. That would be awesome. If you have enjoyed it, why not tell a friend? Subscribe if you're new. And all that jazz. Notification bell, you know, all that sort of thing. I don't think I've ever mentioned that before in a video. I have now. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. And as always, please do take care. I'm Batman.